Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. This is part 44, and we are continuing on through the cycling road with, you know, all the bikers and such, because that's pretty much the only thing that we will see here, which is unfortunate. I mean, the thing is, you know, the bikers here seem to have the same kind of Pokemon that burglars and rocket grunts did. You know, I mean, it's not bad enough that we didn't get enough poison-type Pokemon from the rocket grunts. But, you know, here we got tons upon tons of coughing and wheezing and Tentacruel and the like. Yeah, like Gulpin. Gulpin. Ah, good old Gulpin. Alright then. So that's another easy bike. Oh no, what's happening? Oh god, the poison. Oh, thank you for holding me steady, Mr. the Biker person guy. Alrighty then, that was kind of scary. You know, seriously, when I also noticed that Blah is burned. Upsetting. You know, when all of this stuff started happening, well, I mean, when all the poison alert thingies started flashing upon the screen very, very so rapidly, like, it really made me nervous and reminded me of when the emulator crashed the one time that poison was happening, and then it crashed, and then I was very upset because I had to redo stuff. Redoing stuff is not fun, trust me. Anyway, so this guy actually has a Teddy Ursa, and oh, for a second there I thought that was a track. No, that was Charm. Oh, and a Meryl! Alright, so this guy's definitely the odd one out in the biker bunch. Yes, I believe so. He's not following standards and practices, or the standard biker protocol in having poison types and fire types. For some reason, a friend? Get out of here! No, I don't want to be no friend with no biker. Yeah, I'm nervous. You know, with the cute little Teddy Ursa and the cute little Meryl and all that. No tough guy Pokemon for that biker. No, certainly not. Alrighty then. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. I was in the middle of reading what he was saying, and for a second there, I was about to say a breath-type Pokemon. Yeah. Imagine what that would be like. Breath-type. It has breath-based powers and stuff. Alright. So, Contra showing off that fancy Earthquake. Definitely making use of it. Being, you know, super effective against all poison type. Old buddy, get away from me. I don't know you. I need adult. Double battle. No, it's not nearly as good as a double rainbow. Let me tell you, it's a double battle because it's it's double the terror. Yes, it's not double-licious like double-licious gum. Double the flavor, double the fun. No, this is double the terror. Gulpin and Crogunks. Oh god, Crogunk. It's so freaky looking. The Crogunk has the most creepiest face. Look at that. It looks like it's about to do horrible things to you, like it does horrible things to Brock, or did horrible things to Brock on the show. Like sending poison points into Brock's rectum. Oh, how I miss the old days of Pokemon when Brock didn't have that happen to him. His Geodude never would have done that to him, and neither would Onyx or Fortress. You know, good old Contra. Alright then. You know, I just thought I'd shout out Fortress being in the show and such. So yeah, we're gonna be kicking some Gulpin and Crogunk butt. Hopefully that Psychic will take him down in one hit. Oh, thank God. Get off my screen! Thank you. Alright then. Well then, with that being said, I believe that we can just super speed this, because we've already seen a Gulpin before with its slash apostrophe forward apostrophe 3 backwards apostrophe face. You know, with the typing that out and such. Alright, so God, making quick work of those Weezings. Just done. Done and done. Alrighty. What is with that weird guy making bike noises? Get away from me. God, these bikers are so strange and they want me to get their phone numbers. Good one. That would be amazing, though, for somehow you could use a fire-type attack on Weezing, and it would explode! Or coughing, you know, because it has the gas coming out of it, you know, like flammable, and just goes automatic self-destruct. That would be interesting. Yeah, make that like an ability or something. If this Pokemon is struck by a fire-type attack, it will automatically use self-destruct. Awesome. And it would be twice as powerful. Ha ha ha. That'd be like a big screw you. Oh, man. Big screw you to the person that hit the fire type attack and such. Biker Glenn. Yeah, go back to your talk show, mister. Yeah, I went there. Alright, moving on. There's lots of trainers here. God. I was expecting quite a few bikers here, but not nearly as many as I was getting. Ah, Seviper! Oh, God. Another 3rd gen Pokemon. It's so interesting looking, though, isn't it? Yeah. What was that one episode? Oh, it was that one episode of Pokemon. It was the trainer's choice. And it said, which of these Pokemon evolves into Seviper? If you said Arbok, you were right. Or was it the other way around? Anyway, that was just nonsense. That was legendary. Oh, man. I'm so glad I remembered that. Good times, good times. Now, if only the Team Rocket messieurs could have had a Seviper level 46 at that point in the game, then perhaps they would have won. Skorupi! Ah, God, it's having a big spaz. Calm down, mister. Jeez. Man. Alright, go evolve or something, you know? Drapion. Drapion. Yeah. Still not really too well versed in the 4th gen lingo, as I said, you know, sometime before. But yeah, I know stuff about stuff, but not too much stuff about stuff. Anyway, let's get some shoutouts. Yeah, might as well. Remolizo says, when I was younger, my cousin was obsessed with Pokemon, the card game and the show. He almost caught them all. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. He used to keep the cards in a blue card holder book with Charmander on the cover. He spread the Pokemon fever to me, but I only had one Pokemon I was obsessed with, Jigglypuff! I rented the Jigglypuff episode from Blockbuster over and over again. I never got sick of her. I bought the Jigglypuff stuffed toy when I was 5. Lol. Alrighty then. Interesting, you know, a shout out to Jigglypuff. You know, I definitely like Jigglypuff and Brawl. It's fun to emasculate people by completely owning them with such just the girliest looking Pokemon. Oh, God, explosion. And I didn't even use a fire type attack. What's going on here, Nintendo? I thought you took me seriously. But yeah. Jigglypuff. Awesome. In Brawl. I like it. Or her. It. Whatever. Whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. Weezing! Come on out and play, Weezing, and then get owned by my espionage. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Alright then. I went there. Man Dark and such. Okay, so with that being said, we are done with the cycling road, and I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, no, I don't know what I'm doing. And we're in Fuchsia City. I love the remixes for this game. Just what they did with the music was just awesome. Where am I going? I guess I was trying to find the Pokemon Center and forgot that it's at the south end. There we go. Alright then, so with that out of the way, got everybody all healed up and the like. So we're gonna have Citizen Zap out in front. Good old Citizen Zap, how you doing? Never mind, we're going on the bike. Yeah, because Citizen Zap is currently at the lowest level of the party, so it's time to get her some level ups. Alrighty then. So apparently the cycling road is a quick shortcut to Celadon City, like we didn't know that, and or something. God. Terrible, terrible. I love how they just treat me like a big fat noob. So with that being said, let's read another shout out. Chewy Flakes says, my favorite memories are, coincidentally, back when I played Pokemon Silver version, and had to find the legendary dog Pokemon Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. After doing the long and tedious task of laboriously catching Suicune and Raikou, I was ready to battle my older brother and triumphantly crushed him, D! Especially his stupid Feraligatr. And then after that, he bugged me constantly to duplicate both Pokemon because he was too lazy to go and catch them. Older siblings. Lol. Ah, good times. I do like that, you know, with the duplication glitch, you know, trading them over and such. A Dodrio! Oh, God! It looks so awesome. You know, that was my first thought when I saw Dodrio. This thing looks awesome. You know, I was always interested with Dodrio. It's a very unique Pokemon. It had Tri-Attack. Oh, God. Well, never mind. Well, there goes Dodrio. Look at his middle head. It's like, come at me, bro. And then Thunder came at him, and then that happened. Yeah. it had a tri-attack, which is, I'm pretty sure, 99% sure it was its signature attack in Generation 1. No other Pokemon had tri-attack other than Dodrio. I think Doduo could learn it too if he leveled it up long enough. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ah, we got glitches on the screen. Let's just go inside the gym and pretend that didn't happen. Alright, so we're here in the Fuchsia City gym. And this guy is telling us about, well, everybody is dressed up as the gym leader, Janine. Very interesting. Koga used to be running this gym, but, you know, now he's busy being a big-time celebrity Elite Four guy. And so now he's left his daughter, Janine, the keys to the gym. Which is awesome. I liked that, you know, that they sort of did that with the heritage and whatnot. Alright, are you Janine? Wow, it's Janine! Finally! I mean, wow. Nah, never mind. Well, that was quick. Quickly getting owned. Yeah, I kind of stumbled there. I meant to say that was fast. For some reason, I said finally. We're gonna just pretend that didn't happen and look at the first Nidoqueen of the playthrough. Hello, Nidoqueen. How you doing? I found Nidoqueen very interesting as well as Nidorina, because I learned sometime recently that Nidorina and Nidoqueen, despite being obviously very female, cannot breed. They are in the no eggs group, which is just mind-boggling, I say. Why? What is the explanation for that? There has never been an explanation, and that's the problem. Yeah, you wanted to win, but see, you had one Pokemon, and that was the problem. I bet you feel stronger dressing up as somebody who is not you. Terrible. What are they teaching children nowadays? Dress up as other people and you'll go far. That's terrible. Alright, so you can see a picture of the Soulbadge there on the back there. Right? Pretty sure Soulbadge. Alright. Wahahaha, that's not Janine. How could you get out of your disguise and then say you're Janine, you weirdo? You camper. Yeah. Get out of here with your Nido King nonsense. And your Nido Kinginess and Earth Power. Oh god, that did a tad more damage than I was hoping it would. Okay then, Blah, take him out. That was, god, that happened so quickly. Alright. What's wrong with a boy dressing up as Janine? Plenty of things. Let's just keep it as that. Alright, so we're going to be having Espionage, who's definitely going to be the star of this gym, I think. Because, you know, Psychic, owning poison and whatnot. I think that was another reason why I always liked, or why I liked Psychic so much. Because there was so many poison-type Pokemon in the games that just Psychic just tore through all of them. Especially Mach. I don't know why, but I had so much time, so much of a difficult time with Mach. I just remember Mach and its gangster hand symbol with the hanging his hand out and all that. Alright then, so I saw Bulbasaur, I saw an Ivysaur. Oh, lo and behold, there was a Venusaur at the end there. And they all got taken out by Espionage very easily. Yeah, I took a peek at Last Resort because, well, I remembered how annoying it was when I got schooled by it by the Kimono girls. And, well, I noticed that it was a physical attack, so, nah, not so much. Yeah, I was kind of sitting there like, oh, crap. I was kind of hoping that I could have faced all the trainers first. And then I realized I didn't save, so I'm not going to go back and do all that crap all over again. Might as well just fight the gym leader, Janine! All going in there and jumping around like a ninja. She's got bats in video games. I'm very upset about this. I demand you stop this. Ah, Crobat's very fast. I forgot about that. Darn it. Alright then, Crobat, you may have confounded my Espionage for now. But Espionage will get the upper hand with Psychic. Because Espionage is just awesome like that. Alright, I think maybe a Team Switch might be out in order. I mean, not Team Switch, but a Pokemon Switch might be in order. Because with the confusion being all annoying and such. Yeah, switch out to Fire. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. She's got an Ariados, just like her papa. And she's a Crobat like him, too. I just realized that. And she also has 5 Pokemon like him, too. Yeah, stroking my chin. Very thoughtfully. Thinking about stuff. Alright. Thinking about what's for dinner. Leftovers? No, maybe. How about tacos? Chicken sounds good. Alright. That out of the way. We'll just knock out that Ariados and just pretend that it didn't happen. Fireball getting to level 50! Halfway to 100, buddy. Alright. So she's got wheezing going. I think it's time for Espionage to come back on out, who also hit level 50. Yeah, Espionage, being all pro like that. Look at it. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah! Alright, I'm taking a little too far there. Let me compose myself. Psychic Attack! Nailing, wheezing, and dropping him down to absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely right. I think in the midst of all this craziness, I think we should read another one of those fancy shoutouts. Because I can do that. Slashmaster01 says, my favorite Pokemon memory was in Pearl, when I legitimately got a full team of my favorites all at level 100. Sadly, this memory ended because a friend lent me his action replay to catch all the legendaries that I didn't catch before. I was messing around with it and accidentally went into the Union Room, stuck with no escape. My only hope is being able to migrate to Black and White through Pearl because the code to get out does not work. That is upsetting, I think. And, well, if Slashmaster01 didn't find a way to get back out there, I wonder if anybody watching this video knows how to undo that problem with getting stuck in places using action replay. And heck yeah, I got a great battle technique, Janine. You know, it's a thing called Own Your Pokemon! That's my technique. Alright, so you think that your level 50 Venomoth is going to do anything to my Fireball? Ha 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 ha! That's where you're wrong. Alright, Fireball taking him down in one single, solitary, uno hit! ... exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point! Wow, she was really surprised there. And you defeated Koga. The Soulbadge. Yay, I was right! Woo! Woo! Woohoo! Alright. So about Poison Jab. I was just thinking about that. Wow, you know, Krogan will just forever tarnish the thought of Poison Jab in my mind. Oh god, we're super speeding our way back on out of here. Trainer from, that's it. Like, seriously, he hardly says anything useful anymore. And I also found out that that guy's called the caretaker of the gyms, which is kind of weird. Makes him seem like a janitor or something, you know? Can't remember if I mentioned this before, but yeah. Recently found out that that is called the gym caretaker. Alright, well, you know, taking care of Pokemon is awesome and whatnot. Yeah, he's talking about it, what was his name? Palpoa? Pow? I cannot remember his name. The guy from the Safari Zone in Johto. Perhaps I could look these things up and such. With the, I can do this. Just gotta calm down. No, there's no name of the guy here. Okay, fine then. Well then, doing a bit of brief shopping in that little brain spasm. Walking right into a trainer. He's coming over to me. Hang on, I have to phone my mom. What the? Alright, so it's a school kid, and all of this stuff's falling out of his bag. Hold on, I have to call my mom. All this stuff falls on the ground. Oh no! Good time. What the? That hardly did it. Get out of here, Voltorb. No, just no. I'm so upset about this, I'm gonna read another shout out. Austrian Reaper says several years ago, I was after Entei, Raikou, and Suicune while still in class. I was sitting in the last row and we covered an unnecessary topic. And when I finally managed to catch Suicune, which happened to be my favorite of these three, I jumped up, only to realize everyone was staring at me. MFPM. My favorite Pokemon memory. I loved that touch. MFPM, like MLIA, my life was average. I liked that. That was neat. P.S. Favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo because he's awesome. Yeah, I have to agree there. Alright, so another school kid. Got a fancy Xatu thing like he is. Like, Will. Yeah, Will's got a Xatu as well. Oh, I was hoping this would happen. Bam! Yeah! Caught him with thunder in the middle of Fly. I remembered that you could do that. That was the best. I loved that. And I confused Alakazam, super effective Signal Beam. Wow, Citizen Zap, way to mop up the floor with them. And this kid forgot to do his homework. Ah, God. What? Now! You know, she's more of a buzzkill than Buzz Killington. I went there. She says the most useless stuff. Why does she have to keep calling? Now see, this was another good reason, I suppose, for me to not take anybody's phone numbers, because I didn't want to be bothered by anybody calling me with useless junk. That being said, we got a Sunkern, the first Sunkern of the playthrough. It happens to be the weakest Pokemon out of all the Pokemon. That is the weakest Pokemon. You're looking at it. Sunkern. But it's so adorable. God. How could I have fainted it? Well, I gotta progress through the game, so there was no other choice. You know, I also noticed that it seems that more times than not, the teachers actually have weaker Pokemon than the school kids. Yeah, shows you who takes the Pokemon battling seriously in these schools. Yeah. Well, she didn't want to lose, but there's just no two ways about it. No, I would rather. Ah, God! She's yelling! Ah, scolding teacher. Hey, stuff along the way. Rose incense. Neat. Keep running! Ah, God! Run away! Into the bald guy. Hi. How you doing? Well, I jumped down a couple of ledges. There's no way she can follow me now. Alright, so this Poke fan, I'm gonna assume, yeah, he's really freaked out. He wants to see my Pokemon. It's a Spinda! What interesting spotting you have on your Spinda, good sir. I always liked that about Spinda. It was like, kind of like Unknown, you know, with the different letters. Spinda, there's like no two Spinda that are alike, because the orange dots, the orange markings around their body change between each Spinda. I thought that was the coolest thing. Alright, so now we got a Volbeat. Volbeat. Go back to your Illumise or something, you weirdo. Get away from me. And then faint. Because you're... Ah! He didn't die from one hit. This is very upsetting. Ah, Bug Buzz! Okay, that didn't do much. Ah! Now you're just stalling things. Now I don't like you at all. Citizen Zap. Go get him! With discharge! Knock him out in one hit. Alrighty then. And that's it for Volbeat. And that was it for the other guy. Spinda. Right. I was just talking about him. Right. Spinda. You know, there's no two Spinda that are alike because the orange markings differ between them. Yeah, I just thought I'd cover that. Having never said that before. Ever. So that's it for this part of the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. Join me in part 45, where we'll be doing some more stuff. The Citizen Zap taking the wheel. Citizen Zap seems happy about the great weather. Well, so do I, even though I can't see the sky. The weather's been pretty good around here. See you all next time.